Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
We are back talking high fashion, wonderful people, beautiful work. Ms. Sima Azadegan is back with us, and we're talking about her collection, her couture, her amazing journey and story. I mean, I've honestly, the last conversation with you was just it flabbergasting how much success you've had and the power from within and above that you've felt, and you've been inspired. And here you are. Please introduce yourself better than I can.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Sima Azadegan. I am the founder of my clothing company, Sima Collezione. And I can honestly say that following my passion and following my dream, which I decided to do during COVID, has truly paid off for me.
Yeah.
And I would like to inspire everyone and like to encourage everyone. It doesn't matter how dark the outside world is. Doesn't matter all these negative voices or resistance that we have. The most important thing is to tune in to your inner voice and let that be the guiding light for you as you go through your path, your journey. I think all of us, we have a journey in this lifetime. All of us were destined to walk a path. And many times we fall off the wagon. We get hurt, we get bruised, we get tormented, we get heartbroken. But all of that is a lesson for us. It's to learn more about our own truths, to learn more about who we are. All of those difficult times that we go through.
Yep.
It's a wake-up call. You have to learn that lesson, pick up your pieces, and go through this path and go through this journey.
And as far as, just so people can point out your website, could you just share with us how we can contact you? And obviously we're on a roll to, discussing your line and everything that's important to you.
Absolutely. Sure. My website is Sima Collezione. It's Sima, C as in Charlie, O, L as in Larry, L as in Larry, E, Z as in zebra, ION as in Nancy, .com. You can also follow me on my Instagram. It's at Sima Collezione. And it's a story that I have to tell. It's about my story. It's about, how I happened to do this. During COVID, I decided, what? I have lived quite a number of years, 50 years at that time, trying to please people, trying to be the perfect mom for my children, all the energy that I spent, not to be late, picking up them from school, making sure they're, everything is right with whatever that moms we all think about. All we worry about all the time, but Jill, this I carried for maybe 20, 25, 27 years. That's a lot. And it's funny because being a mom, you don't necessarily, you do all of that for your children. First, because you love them. Second, you're a mom, you're responsible, you have a responsibility towards your children. But as they grow older, you find out that, well, you spend all of those years raising the kids. What about me? Are the kids going to answer your heart? Is your husband going to answer your heart? Are your friends or the community going to answer your heart? I came to this decision, and I say it with complete strength, that the only way and the only thing that answers your heart is following your passion and your dream.
Yep.
Everything else, we go through the motions. We go through the motions of, our family. We go through the motions of the kids and the friends and the work and the job and whatever we have to do. But I can say, with a lot of, confidence, following your passion, we have a responsibility. We come into this earth. God has given us some, tools and traits and talents, and what are we here to do? Are we just going to go through the motions of life, or are we going to actually come out of this and tap into who we are finally and follow this and help the world? We are here not just to go on and living like, robots. We're here to change something. We're here to give back. We're here to, contribute.
And the fact that you're so, is that your phone? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's my phone.
Maybe it's
Okay.
important. I don't know.
No. I'm going to. So I'll talk. I'm going to. It's my phone coming up. I'm going to turn it off right now. Hold on.
It's okay.
So I would like to talk about what am I talking about? Following passion, following dream. Why is it so important? And I can say, I decided, to sketch designs. Okay, at that time during COVID, it was in March. I had an inkling that I want to do something, that I was done with my act 1 and I wanted to do my act 2. And all my friends at my birthday party said, "So what are you going to do?" I said, "Well, I don't know, but I think I'm going to do something different. Honestly, I'm going to do something different with my life. I'm not going to live, thank God, I've done a good life. I've done my share of, living, but I need to decide how I'm going to spend the next 50 years of my life." So I went and registered my company. My company is named Sima Collezione. It sounded nice, okay, fine and dandy. Then COVID hit and I'm at home sketching. And I said, and everybody's at home. I started sketching designs. And now these designs went after one and then after another and then after another. And it was just flowing like, just flowing out of me. Like I'm watching TV. Oh, another design comes and I'm doing that. Honestly, it took about a month and I was done with 50 designs. And I've said it and I'm going to say it again. First of all, I think it was just from the universe.
Divine,
I'm just a channel. That these have come to me, and that because they have come to me, I have a responsibility to share them. So my husband at that time said, "Oh my God, so you know what? Enough is enough." And I'm so excited. Okay, so I had the designs, and then what are we going to do next? We're home. We had a choice of listening to the TV and finding out all the negativity, or listening to my friends jibber jabbering about COVID and how petrified everyone is and all that negativity, or was I going to just, shut all of that out and I was going to do what I'm doing and just follow this that I'm doing? Okay, I've got the designs. Then what's next? I started taking classes online, and then I would wake up in the morning, start taking classes, and then what's next? I got connected to a brand specialist in Italy. Okay, you have the designs, nice and dandy, but if you don't have your brand, what is going to make you stand out among all of these clothing companies that till the end of day? So I formulated my brand. The mission of my brand is to bring out the inner light and beauty, empowering women. To bring out their inner light and beauty, and not to be succumbed so much to the superficialities of the outside world. Okay, who's wearing what and they have to compete, and it's like, enough of that. These ladies have to tap in with my brand, with my community, with who they are. They need to understand their inner light, their inner soul. And my clothes, that's what they actually does. It empowers women to tap into their inner light and shine who they are. Now, if 2 people are wearing my dresses in the party, you know what? They should be proud, because this is the brand that they're standing for. This is what they're going in their life. They're not going to be, okay, now I'm going to outdo this other lady. I'm prettier. I go, no, it's not about pretty outside. It's about being pretty inside. Yeah. So I got that. That was very, very important to me. And then the other thing, I've been on charities all my life. I've traveled the world. I've been on this charity. I've been that on charity. You know what? I said, this is going to be a company that will help my sales or my profits, the income, a portion of it will help charities for the rest of my life. So it's going to be a company not only empowering women, but also helping charity. That was it. And it was so ingrained into who I am and to my nature. I know there are a lot of fakes out there and all of that stuff. That doesn't bother me. At 50, I know who I am and what I stand for, and this is it. And I said on my website, and I say confidently with everybody, this is who I am, and that's what I want to do. So this journey went on, and then I think, and I was, and then I became, someone reached out to me. I was on a couple of, press releases here and there until December. One of these ladies that I was in touch with, she said, "Sima, we've never seen anything like this before. Your fashion line." I haven't either. Honestly, Jill, what I have, honestly, I have brought back, mid-century, 18th century designs, but to today's standards, up to par. I have brought that classical 18th century, classical 19th century, that people would wear dresses in chateaus, in villas, all those. I don't know how it has come, but it has come to me. So it's very elegant. It's very raw. It's very simple. It's just beautiful.
But were you always, as a child, teenager, young adult, into fashion or into sketching at all?
I was always into fashion.
Okay.
But between you and I would never sketch it.
Wow.
My friends, everybody knew that, I knew in a heartbeat of a second, I would just put clothes on and go out and be confident. And everybody would say, well, how come that? I just always had it in me. But the movements of my life and the stages of my life, because I got into piano classical at a young age, I got married at a young age, didn't allow me or give me the opportunity to manifest who I truly am. Because I was going on to one wheel, onto another wheel, onto another wheel. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to have a family I need to do, I have to raise the children, I have to be on this. So that is when at 50, this just all came to me. So by December, I decided, okay, I'm going to do, one of these ladies who I met, she sent me an email, she said, Sima, we have not seen anything like this before. Why don't you apply for New York Fashion Week? I had no other, just apply. And I applied, and I did send in all my 50 designs. And they know. No one has done 50 designs that are all so different, but yet cohesive to the theme that I chose. January, I was in. Now, Jill, you have to understand, by January, I did not have even one dress made. I just had my sketches. And my husband and my kids are all going insane. Now they're all panicking. Mom, what are you going to do? You're going to do this? I said, of course I'm doing this. How are you going to do it? I don't know, but I'm going to do it. So it's like, logically, your mind would go haywire as to, Sima, what are you going to, because I had to kind of reserve my seat and I had to give them a commitment. But something inside of me telling me, Sima, you're going to do it. So it's like walking on faith water, You don't know. It's not out in the open for you, but somewhere inside you need to listen to this. So, and I did listen to myself, and that's why I always tell people, you need to listen to yourself, and you need to get tuned into yourself. So let me tell you how that turned out. So by that time, I had met an important lady. I think I signed up for New York Fashion Week in December. In September, I made this, and I'm going to talk about her. I hope we have time, because I'm going to talk about this important celebrity lady who has the heart of gold. You know what? I'm going to mention her name right now. Her name is Wendy Starland. Now, for my listeners who want to know who Wendy Starland is a very well-known singer, songwriter. I think she's a humanitarian, she's a fashion model, but most importantly, she is the lady who discovered Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Okay, and she's a beautiful soul. And how did I meet with her? I met with her during COVID. We were in a wedding. My brother-in-law was getting married, and had at the wedding. I am on one table, she's in another table, and I'm passing by, and she asks me to take her picture. And I said, sure, I can take your picture. And I said, oh my God, you're a beautiful lady. What do you do? What are you doing? She didn't tell me, because these celebrities, they don't come out and tell you who they are. Okay. And then she asks me, well, who are you? And I said, well, I am the sister-in-law of your brother-in-law who's getting married. I'm the sister-in-law. And she said, well, I know your husband. And my husband is an attorney, and never ever does he tell me about his cases, and never ever does he share with me about his cases. And he said, well, I know your husband has helped me tremendously. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm a housewife. I was a teacher. I was a this, that, that, all my life. But I am on a project, and I'm creating these designs that have just come to me, and which I think they're very unique. They're very listen, Jill." In
Mhm.
a heartbeat of a second, she told me, at that time, I didn't have one dressmaker. She told me, she looked me in the eye. She said, "You know what? I'm going to fashion for your dresses. I'm going to model for your dresses."
Goosebumps.
I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in these things. And then the fact that she said that she's going to model for my dresses, I said, "You know what? I need to look into this."
Yeah.
I got home, I check her out. She's Wendy Sterling,
Hmm.
this amazing, wonderful lady. And so about a week later, I text her. I said, "Wendy, thank you. It was so nice meeting you. Would you like to go out for tea or coffee?" And so we went out for tea or coffee. And listen, it's COVID. She's wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask. And uh, I showed her. And it's a very risky thing to show your 50 designs, because before I did have, people, these ladies that were in my charity,
Mm.
that, two of them actually, while sitting there, while I went to the bathroom, they stole two of the cats. These ladies are like that. But with Wendy, I had to be really careful. I had to guard these. These are my essence. This is, my heart I'm putting out there. But with Wendy, she was just phenomenal. I showed it to her. She said, "Oh my God, Sima, I've not seen anything like this before."
Wow.
And then that's when I got to connect with her. And I felt her, she felt me, and it was just about our vibe. So I said, "Let's get in touch. I'll talk to you. I'll tell you how this is going. Because I'm going on this journey. I'm learning as I'm going through it, and I'll keep you up to date." So that was in September. In November, we get to be connected again, and she said, "Sima, I would like to introduce you to my dressmaker, who's been on Project Runway."
Oh, it was her dressmaker that you met. I remember that amazing story. And then something with the hotels that you know and love. Go ahead.
Yes. So we went up and we met with her dressmaker. She is an amazing lady who I love. I'm gonna share her name, I think, next time. Let's I'm a little
Little at a time.
but I do want to introduce her at New York Fashion Week. I want to introduce her, everywhere, because she's just a gem of a person, a heart of gold. And she and I decided to get in touch with each other, her dressmaker. And this is in January. At January, she did not want to create clothes. She said, "I'm done with that world," because she had been so much through, these celebrity people. They're not nice, to their dressmakers. They think they're so entitled, that they don't treat her well. And I said, "You know what? I completely understand, but why don't we meet for tea or coffee?" And she decided, okay. And I said, "You know what? If it's hard for you to come to West Side, I'll drive to you." And and I drove out about 40-minute drive. Oh, that's when she told me, "Sima, can you meet me at Terrania Hotel?" Then that is when I knew. I just knew deep down that this is the lady for me, uh, because no one knew about Terrania Hotel. No one. And we went and sat for 2 or 3 hours, and that's when I felt that I said, "You know what, let's just, it's COVID." She was also, going through a lot of things. I mean, we're all going through a lot of things. I said, "Yeah, let's just try making that one dress together and see how things goes." And that just, after the first sample that she made, in my heart of hearts, and I've told her several times, because I'm very authentic, I tell it as I say it. And I told her, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to do this collection, and I'm going to present it at New York Fashion Week. And we're going to rock it." Actually, after the first dress was done, I was so convinced that I was going to rock New York Fashion Week. And I am,
And
and
you
I will.
are. Absolutely.
Because these things that I'm bringing, and I'll tell you what has happened. These dresses that have come about, they're not, first of all, just dresses. I don't see them as dresses. They're not. They are a work of art. The way that her and I have worked together, obviously, I've chosen the fabric, I've chosen the embellishments, I've chosen the stones, the size of the stones, where the stones need to be placed, everything. But she has just put it all together.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a vision, but who can bring that vision that
Right.
is your heart? She has brought out. It's like she has to get that essence, because these dresses, each of these dresses, and I told you, they have a story to tell. They have a value to tell. But you have to bring that out in a dress, so people will have to feel it. And hopefully when it's out, we can have a talk, and I'll explain it to you. You'll feel it. As soon as I explain, the stories are going to be there about the dresses. Each dress will tell a story, and you will feel it about the mission of the story, the design. Now, you see, I don't even look at fashion shows, honestly, because I'm not interested. But I have heard that in fashion shows, they have only one theme about a fashion show. But what I have done, I have given each dress a theme. And then the overall theme is bringing the positive forces of universe into fashion.
Beautiful. I cannot wait for New York Fashion Week. I've covered New York Fashion Week many times, working at Fox, CBS, and all the television stations I've worked at. And to be back there behind the scenes, to see the designers and like Diane von Furstenberg. I remember I was with her one time, and it's just like fascinating. And here you are, just like me, a normal person, right?
I'm a normal person.
And-
I'm a normal person. But I have been very lucky.
Yep.
Very lucky, and I mentioned it to Wendy yesterday, that an angel, she's an absolute angels that have come into my life. Her, the dressmaker, my PR. I'm going to tell you who that is. It's Dylan Keeble. He's an amazing PR. These are angels that have guided me during this path. These are angels.
Absolutely.
No, I
You
don't
can't
see
do
it
it
in
alone.
any other way.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that you have this divine inspiration and light and gift is just fascinating. You're here not only, reliving that and playing it all out, but then you're also giving back to charity. I mean, come on, Sima, you're an amazing person, and your work is going to do amazing things for so many people.
That's what I'm here to do.
And that's why we're getting the word out, for sure. Absolutely.
So let me give you the most exciting word.
Go ahead.
I think we're running out, So yesterday, Wendy is going to be wearing my finale dress, which is the white dress. Now, the white dress, I will tell you, it has about 1,000 flower petals in it.
Wow.
It has about 450. I've counted them personally. So it has about 450 huge drops of Swarovskis.
Wow.
Now, these are all placed in such a way that, first of all, it has made an artwork out of this dress. But this dress is my celebration dress. It's like a cake dress. I look at it as a cake dress, bringing beauty, bringing light, bringing integrity, bringing the raw essence of beauty into the world. And Wendy carries that just so phenomenal. And the mission of that dress is to bring positive consciousness towards all the women around the globe. And Wendy just does it. It's so transparent. So she is going to just, walk the walk. And I have to tell you, my wonderful PR, who's a gem of a guy, has made this happen for Wendy's picture to be featured wearing my dress. New York Times Square billboard between September 8th and September 10th. Hopefully I'll be there. I'm going to be there. Hopefully it'll be a time that I can take some pictures, but Dylan is going to give me the pictures as well. And so Wendy is featuring wearing my white dress, wearing all of those Swarovskis. The dress also has a beautiful neck piece with dangling Swarovski stones. These are very couture. It's a simple essence of beauty. That's how you need to look at my dresses. They're simple, raw essence.
Yeah.
Very, very, raw, very beautiful, very into the essence of things, not to the superficialities of the world and how it's been run down. We've been suffocated with who is doing what, I don't want to know. I'm not even interested. So you have to look at these dresses as simplicity, as beautiful, as elegant, with integrity, regal. And I am ready to bring this back. At least I would, and I have, and I'm going to bring it and bring it into the world to say, and people to see that it is possible to bring beauty, it is possible to bring positivity, positive consciousness, being honest, being authentic, following a
Absolutely.
dream, that it is possible.
Well, thank you. Sima Collezione, tell everyone how we get in touch with you, the website and all, and we must go. Thank you.
Okay, Jill, yes, my website is simacollezione.com, SimaCollezione.com. And Instagram right now, I'm just right now more on my website, my Instagram at Sima Collezione. And you can also get in touch with me. My Facebook is Sima Azadegan, AZAD as in dog, EGAN.
Sima, thank you so much for your time. Love your
Oh,
story.
my
Thank you for
pleasure.
sharing. We'll
My
be in touch
pleasure.
soon. Looking forward to the next time. And
Take
thank
care,
you
honey.
to the divine above for making this
Oh,
happen. Really.
Thank you, Jill.
All of it, including us
Thanks.
being here today. Thank you so
You
much.
guys are the most divine angels.
You are. Thank you. Have a great day.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.